Haley Squad. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Y'all, I'm salty. I'm salty because I missed the eclipse. Because last night I looked up, right? Now, mind you, I had my time set and everything for it. I went online and I was like, is it okay to look at it without the glasses? Because I've actually seen it before. I just didn't know what it was called and what it was back in my younger years. So I never knew what it was, but I've experienced it before. So it's not like I've never seen the eclipse. But I wanted to see it this time. And I read where it wasn't good to look up there without the glasses. So, to the spokesperson for Google, you suck. And you don't give out the right information. I mean, I'm really bad. I missed that. Yeah. I am cold. I'm hot. I'm cold. All this is hurting. I know it's sinus, but this is not a good feeling. And I hate this sinus stuff. And my poor babies. Every last one of them suffers with it. Yeah. And the last two kids got it worse because me and their dad had sinus problems. So, poor babies couldn't help but to get it too. Yeah, I'm trying to show. See, some stuff is going slowly but surely, and then I realized that once you start something, you have got to keep doing it. As far as my chin, I seen, you know what I'm saying? I got it under control, but what I did was I stopped doing the exercises I was doing. So I have recently, if you notice it and you store it right back up, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. It's when you wait so long and decide to redo what you started. That's my problem. I see the result, and then once I see the result, I'll stop. That's an ongoing thing. Now, once I get a certain age and it start dropping, I ain't gonna even care. I'm not gonna even care. And this turmeric soap, I like it because it's so soft. I'm gonna bathe in it too, because I just bought it to go on my face, but my sister said it has done wonders for certain parts of her body. And yes, I am definitely going to start using it on my in my bath when I take my shower. Y'all, I've been waking up early. I've been going to sleep good. I'm so excited. I'm sleepy as heck now. So that's why, you know how the kids be when they, oh, I hope I don't see nothing because I am not presentable. You know how the newscaster people just had this? Well, not they don't do it now because they do TikTok and stuff so much now. So they got to be dressed just in case. But only these parties. That's why when y'all see me with this on half the time, I have to cover up because I don't want anything to be inappropriate. Yeah, I got a little story. Story time. Maybe nothing. Never mind. I won't say it. Story time. I can't give any names. First of all, there's a reason why I can't give any names. I'm only talking about one person though. And if I say why I can't say the person's name, then everybody will know who I'm talking about. So only those that know this story knows who I'm talking about. I haven't always been, nice. I haven't always been nice. So, how I used to think, if I talk to you and we just got a friends with benefits thing going on, which I've only been in one time, and I was like 21. I think I was around that age. I'm not even sure. But anyways, I was talking to this guy, right? And the guy was cool. For some reason, see, this is how I used to be. And I think it's still a habit right to this day. Because in my opinion, I think you should go after the people that you think you match with. Like, there's no way I would, like, expect for a man that is built perfectly. Not perfectly, but, like, sexy and, you know, exercises and looks good, like all the girls want him. And I wouldn't expect for that type of guy to like me. Then, now it's like, hey, it is what it is. So, anyway, I used to choose men according to how I thought I looked and what I deserved. Anyway, this guy that I was dating at the time, I done switched stories. The story that I was going to tell at first, I decided not to tell it because it's still like a hurtful situation. And it wasn't a sad story. It was funny, but I'll just say this, the person is no longer here with us. So I don't want to tell this story. But I was dating this guy. On to the other story. I was dating this guy, right? Whose name was DK. Now, me and DK, we chill. I guess who's boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't know. To me, it's like, as long as I can have somebody to chill with every now and then, you know what I'm saying? I choose that person, which is why we always end up in a hell of a situation, because we do the choosing as women. We're not supposed to. They're supposed to choose us. But I'm not gonna say that I chose him. He chose me, but I had other options. You know what I'm saying? I had other options. So I guess I chose him too. Anyways, we're kicking it. We're cool or whatever. But he goes off. Now, mind you, the night when we met, I'm new to the apartments. So the night that we met, when I met him, there were 2 other guys with him. And the one that I thought looked good I already had a girlfriend, so he wasn't even trying to holler at nobody. But he's the one that was, that caught my eyes, that I, cut it for. But I decided to go along with the one who wanted me. Another life lesson. Just because you've chosen does not mean you are the one. So that's what we have to look out for. Because we think, well, no, the Bible says who findeth the wife, which means the man is supposed to find the woman, which is true. But we also have to keep in mind that the devil knows the word just as well as he knows it too. So sometimes we have to be careful and know when it's real. Well, God will let you know. Because if you're going to have problems in a relationship, point blank, period. But if your whole relationship is a problem, that's not heaven sent. To me, that's not God. There's no way there's no good times in the relationship. And I'm not talking about mine, because I ain't talking about, this is nothing about me except this story that I'm telling. I'm just saying, trying to give a little, prep, inspirational talk. You don't have to take the bait just because it was, put out there. But anyways, me and this guy chill. We was chilling or whatever. And he went off. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he ended up, why he left, none of that. But while I was messing with this dude, I would go to his apartment, which was around the corner, and who stayed, I found out, he just so happened to be the cousin to the boy that I thought was good looking. So, um, went over there one night, and I went over there purposely in a gown that wasn't, like, it was probably in the middle of my thighs. In the middle of my thighs. Mind you, I have thighs for days. I always have. Let me see if I'm presentable enough to show them. I ain't presentable enough to show them. But anyways, I got thighs for days. And back then I was smaller, but I've always had thighs, and that's always been the attraction to guys back then. It's now that I'm older, it's a different vibe, but back then, for some reason, guys, it was always my thighs and other things, but my thighs was the main one. So we go here, and I'm, got my arm on the, the, what they call it, the, where you will sit your wine, probably, the, where you sit and I can't think of the name of it right now, bar stool. I'm sitting and I'm not sitting, I'm standing up, and I'm, mind you, I got on this gown. I ain't got on no panties, no nothing. But I got on a bra. I'm presentable. I got it to where I don't look like no hoe or nothing. Which I ended up being one for a split second. Not intentionally. But anyways, while I'm standing there, I'm propped up, and I just so happened to look over, and it freaked me out because when I look over, the one that I thought was good looking was laying on the floor. And I look over and it freaks me out, and I'm like, we don't speak, we don't say anything. I just see him literally look me up and down. His eyes focused on the thighs, the legs, and he turned over, and that was it, right? So, fast forward, the cousin leaves. I don't know if they was real cousins, fake cousins, I don't know. But the fact that they was cousins, saying they was cousins, I shouldn't have never went there. But to me, cousins is just cousin. That's the one I wanted in the first place. So, hey. Now I know that it was wrong no matter what. Not now, I've been knowing, but I just thought the dude wasn't coming back. So, anyways, the cousin goes, he leaves, and one day, the one that I thought, was good looking, knocks on the door. And I'm like, so-and-so ain't here. He ain't been here in a minute. So he comes to let me know where he's gone and where he's went, right? But the conversation switched to something else, right? So we really started, kind of chilling or whatever. And he was coming over and coming over and coming over. And matter of fact, I would be around him and the girlfriend and everything. But the rumor was they wasn't dating. It's just that he was one of those that was going to take care of his kid. And even if the girl the baby mama had to stay with him, he didn't care about what another female felt about that. He was going to take care of his kid and the baby mama. So that's how it was. So whatever girl he messed around with, she knew and all that. So one day he comes upstairs, and I open the door, and we're sitting there talking, and he takes his hand and start rubbing on my thighs. And I'm like, hold up, what is this about? Because in my mind, I'm still like, dude, I don't mess with your cousin. He was like, man, you remember that night when you came over to the house and I was laying on the floor? He said, man, I looked up, man. He said, man, because you was my cousins, girl, whatever y'all are, I, wasn't looking at you like that. He said, but when you came over, you had the gown on. Now, mind you, I knew what I was doing when I did it. So he said, when you came over with that gown on, he said, I couldn't do nothing but look at the thighs. He was like, the thighs was looking so good. Mind you, I got on a gown that night. And he rubbed with my thighs or whatever. And then, you know how the hands go on, up and up and up. So, we end up doing something. So I'm in my mind, I'm like, I'm not gonna do nothing else with this dude. I shouldn't have went here, but the other good dude gone. So in my mind, out of sight, out of mind. So hey, whatever happens, it's not like I can have a relationship with this dude anyways, because he's a baby mama, stays with him and he takes care of her, and I'm not gonna be involved in that, baby, because I be damned if you think you're gonna have two sex partners, because if she's staying with you now, it's a real man, you'll know a real man. To satisfy a woman that he really loves or really likes, that woman is not going to stay with him. Now, he still may take care of her somewhere else, but she ain't going to be with him. So, the way I was thinking, like, I know you still, I'm going to say boning. I know you still boning your baby mama. So, I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this the only time that we're going to do something. This man, literally, wasn't even a man then. I think I was older than him. This boy was coming over quite often. He was coming over quite often. So we ended up having a sex relationship. I mean, I'm outside. We done started doing this. I'm outside, we outside, acting like we don't know nothing about each other, which is crazy. I gotta sit there and watch it. But it really was no feelings. I can honestly say that. I didn't have that feeling like, I'm finna try to get him from his baby mom and stuff like, why I put on lip gloss and I got this stuff on my face? Because I wanted to keep it on for a little while before I wash it off. Anyway, and my lips feel chapped. Anyway, so I'm like standing outside and listening at questions, him being asked questions. It was a lot of times where we would say stuff in the crowd only that we knew, you know what I'm saying, that would only be for us, you know. So, one day, I'm sitting on the stairs with my neighbors, and for some reason, my neighbor asked me questions, and she was like, basically saying, I saw so-and-so coming, what was so-and-so doing up there, yada, 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 right? And so, I was like trying to deny it or whatever, but I was like, fuck it. If he was seen coming from down there, then I can't deny it. So I started, kind of talking or whatever. Mind you, I'm still young. It's a lot of stuff I hadn't been through, hadn't experienced. I was naive to, as far as the point of learning when to shut my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, and I knew I couldn't trust this person. So, this person asked me questions or whatever. And then the person asked me, she was like, for real, like acting like she, you know what I'm saying, like, man, like it's a juicy story. So she asked me, because mind you, this person thought that, I'm pretty sure that I was unattractive and he wouldn't, like me, and I wasn't his type and stuff like that. She said, describe his penis. Oh, I'm ready to describe that. So I describe it to her. She looks at me and says, yep. Because, it was like she couldn't believe it. So she wanted me to describe something about him that she would, you know what I'm saying? So, mind you, this is supposed to be, well, I can't tell it. I can't even tell that part. But I knew the girl. I knew the girl. Knew of the girl, knew about the girl, knew about the girl before she even moved over in the apartments. I'll say that. Because she was the baby's mother to a cousin. Anyways, she gets her phone and she calls him. Not saying that I'm next to her anyways. She didn't even care about him knowing that she was next. I was next to her. What she wanted me to know is that she has his phone number, and she has been messing with him too. Y'all, I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted because see, even though I had my kids, I still like didn't want to mess around. I still didn't want to give myself to this person, that person. See, this is a minute. Don't think that I'm talking about the cousin left and then yada yada yada. This in a period of time. This is not, like back to back or whatever. But it's like when she told me that, I was so freaking disgusted because I knew what type of person she was. So I was so disgusted. And so after that, I think like when I found that out, I was like, I never even told him. He came over one day and we was talking and he thought we was finna do something. I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of feeling a little guilty about you and, the baby mom. I made some kind of story up. And he was like, yeah, I understand. All right, that's cool. He didn't care, of course, because he had the girl down, this is me. I'm upstairs. Okay. Say it's an apartment, downstairs. I'm on this side, upstairs. She's downstairs on this side. So he didn't care about me saying I didn't want to be with him no more. But that disgusted me so bad. It's like I felt sick. Cause it's like knowing the type of person that person was, and what type of person that person is also, and you still went there with that person. But come to find out, he was one of those that could get any girl he wanted. So if he was feeling you, he got you. But I didn't know that though, because I was very naive, because I thought that I was, which I am. Ain't no thought I am the best pick, the best choice. I am, because of the type of woman I am, with everything all together, mentally, physically, yeah, fat and all. I think I'm all that. But I was really strong on thinking that back then. Like, I've always been like, if a person really get to know me, I know they gonna want me. But I had to realize in life, that's not the way it go. You can have the best cootie coo in the world. You could have the best head game in the world. If a dude or a female, let's talk about both sexes. If a dude or a female is a hoe, they gonna be a hoe. It don't matter how good you are. That's just they just gonna do what they do. So I stopped thinking like that. I had to stop thinking like that, because I would have been self-destructing myself and going crazy, wondering why a person does not want to stay with me, because I know my cootie coo good. I know my so good. I know everything about me is good. So what it is about me, that's what's wrong with our females. They listen at the guy, and so they hear all the negative stuff till they don't know how to cope with life. It took me, my self-esteem really didn't get good to the age of, and I'm gonna be honest, maybe maybe 35. I'm 46 now. Well, I'll be 47 this year. I know I'll be saying it a lot, but I love to say that. I love to say it because it's a blessing to turn another age. But anyways, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I had to come back because I be deep in thought about the stuff that I done did. But the cousin ended up coming back. Until this day, I don't know if he knew about me and his cousin. To this way, I haven't seen. I don't even know if the person alive or whatever. But to this day, I don't know if he knew or did anybody tell him about us. So, yeah, I had a whole moment in my life. I've had two. One of them I can't even talk about at all. It'll go to me to my grave. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to come and make a video for you guys. Give you something to, really enjoy. Because I think maybe I need to start doing back story time. I am wanting to start back doing story time. It's just that hell, I gotta find some stories to tell because I done told all mine. And 5 videos was my whole life stories. Pitiful when you done. I sheltered myself my whole life. I didn't do much. I didn't do anything. So the next story I tell will be the story about this group called the Hootie Who that we used to go to this little teenage club. I think it was a teenage club. Okay, if I had him already. Yeah, I think it was a teenage club. I had to be about what? I met so-and-so at night. So yeah, I was still considered a teenager at the time. But I'm going to tell y'all about that story. Until next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna have to leave anyway because baby, I'm about to burn up in this right here. I'm about to burn up and I need to take this stuff out my face. So don't forget to like, share, come. Yeah, I've been walking these stairs. I've been being consistent. If I tell y'all my legs are hurting, I walk the stairs, I do some arm things, and then I do the, what is this called? The leg bend thingamajigs or whatever. Mama, ooh, why did I do that? Anyway, I can't wait to start seeing the results. Can't wait to start seeing the results. But anyways, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next video.